Okay, greetings, twins. Okay, I'll do a short connection here. Tartarian, Pleiadian realms are just connected to the Pleiadians. Go into some of the Tartarian frequencies, get their interpretation of it for reasons, just for why not? I guess I don't know. Just gotta sound different. See what they have to say, and some people are trying to figure themselves out, get kind of an idea on their journey to some level. Also, the Reptilian Shapeshifters. I saw the title of that, and I don't know. I guess some people haven't cleared the drama out of their energy field yet. Some people are, many, have not let that go. So, all right, whatever works there. All right, we'll explore those realms and see where we get. So, see what we got here. See if this works. Nope. Here we go. All right, Simonsone.com. Our private sessions. Scheduler. A shop here. Okay, all right. Leave your support. Okay, all right. We'll go into Pleiadian energies and just tap into it and just help others open those realms and see what you can get. Hopefully, figure out your place in the universe or remember something that you need to remember. So, all right, blessings. Greetings, Pleiadians. Send your energies. There's a lot of just soul identifications that you're going through at this time because it's not all, of course, going to be clear for reasons because you're here to heal your connections to the earth. And once you connect, do a major clearing, and then you can see the other realms that are around you, such as the Tartarian realms and the giant realms or Garthian realms, and so on. There's also a moon realm you can go to. There's always, of course, there are Archland realities. Of course, some people find they are obsessed with numbers, or we wonder how you get ADD if you're always jumping around from trillion realities to another. It's like you just like a fish; it just doesn't know how to stop. But many of you, of course, grounded yourself before incarnating here. Yes, you can jump around before you incarnate. That doesn't help that can make things kind of rough when you have an incarnation here. If you can even be born at all, because even as a fetus stage, you're growing, it can be still kind of out of control. As for Tartarian frequencies that some of you are tapping into, there's a lot of energies connected to Russia that have been hidden. You can say too advanced for your reality. It doesn't mean necessarily it's Tartarian, but you can say it's somewhere. It doesn't necessarily have a Atlantean connection. It's just part of your ancient world of it's basically like your Akashic realms can build temples here also. You wonder how you got this far. Well, you had help, but more from your higher consciousness, from the spirit realms. They're going to give you assistance here and there. I mean, you still figure it out. They just kind of lay it out. They give you the tools. And the idea is to lead the people that can connect to the tools to, build your reality or to help you advance yourselves. Not too much, but just enough. So you have what you need here. Of course, not everybody's seeing it that way, but in this time frame, there is a lot of confusion, as you can see, with different types of downloads. The new Earth, some are obsessed with that. Obviously, many that have an incarnation there in which they can reconnect to it. But this is the school realm, as you can see. Our Tartarian realms are, yes, still alive and well, of course. It's just the modern world that you're in. Yes, you have fragments of it. A lot of your cathedrals are connected to the Tartarian frequencies, as you know. A lot of those energies are also for longevity, to bring a higher frequency to basically to live a longer life. This basically is like some of them. Well, they're not necessarily cathedrals. They've been transformed into cathedrals. They've had different purposes in the past. Let's put it that way. You have your because you can see these cathedrals. They don't look like they're normal. I mean, your modern cathedral or your churches look like paper compared to what's been built in the past. It's maybe even Notre Dame and so on. So yeah, those cathedrals had other purposes in the past, and it's similar to almost like pyramid technology. It's just the pyramid. The story has been shifted for obvious reasons. Of course, there's many people looking at things differently, which is good, but of course, it's difficult to get what's really going on and really just follow your soul, what connects to you. And eventually, I mean, not all mysteries can be solved here. It's not intended for that. But the idea is basically for you to find yourself at a balanced place, to excel your timeline. Well, also the idea is, are you ready? Many people want to pull in these timelines to advance themselves. Are you ready for it? Not everybody is. In fact, they want to manifest this and that. They're ready. Well, your mind might be saying you're ready, but that doesn't mean you're ready. And if hasn't not appeared, it doesn't mean you're not going to have it. It's just, timelines take time, as you can see. But one thing the spiritual communities have to go through is healing the ego, which for some, the ego is out of control. And they don't know that. And they don't know how to heal it. And there are people that are going into their dark side, feel like they're actually spiritually advancing, but actually they're selling themselves out, not realizing it. And yes, that can trap you here. Looking for higher knowledge and you want a quick fix there, you can easily be stuck here. Well, meaning through reincarnation cycles. You keep thinking you're leaving, and even if you leave this world, it can be a false reality you're going into, and they kick you right back here in the physical. So just let you know. That's one for those that have truly sold themselves out. So yeah, they put on a show. And people are aware of it. They can't quite see. And there is those that put on the show, they have a magnetic energy about it. They pull you in because they're stuck here. Yeah, when you're stuck here for a long time, you make a lot of friends. They put on, their own theater, you can say, their own spiritual TV show, you can say, their own interpretation. And they just pull, souls that have no idea what they're getting themselves into. And they can keep you forever. That's true. They go on to you for a very long time. You can't break free. It's not easy. So Tartarian energy has been created through magic, through sorcery, through advanced interpretation. Well, basically, think of it as like holes in your reality or dimension to bring in that knowledge in. And once again, the ego and the spiritual community has to be healed, which many are having difficulty with that. They don't want to hear it, and they feel like they have what they need, and that's fine. But sometimes they can run into a wall and still think you're on the right track, and become dizzy, lost, and still need a lot of guidance. So yeah, the tough truths are here. Just many are having trouble grasping it. So soul advancement basically is for you to be open and allow new things to come in. As for Tartarian frequencies, you have to truly be at a level of maturity to bring in that type of energy to build what they built. Of course, you can technically do it now, but is there a reason for it? Not really. It served its purpose in the past. And it's still working now. It's like old plumbing. It still works. It doesn't really need any fixing. It still connects to the universe, and humanity here is still having trouble interpreting it. But there's always going to be different versions of it. So, So actually, for connecting to the Pleiadian realms, we assist this world, but we're not here to. Well, we guide it to a certain level, but not full guidance. You still have it's still in your hands. But yeah, one thing humanity is not learning is the positive messages that are misleading people. They're not quite honest. They're just being misled constantly. But that's the journey, isn't it? So this is. Greetings, we have reptilian consciousness. Shape-shifting. Well, shape-shifting beings. Well, you're already here. And some of you already know that you are a part of that energy. Yes, some of it's in the government, but also your people here have a great deal of it. They like their shape. They like their tail. They like the shape of the reptilian. They can't seem to get rid of it. They can't seem to. They're kind of obsessed with it. Reptilians are also kind of chauvinist beings to a certain level. Well, they're very proud, but also they like the strength of it. And it's hard to let that go. It doesn't mean it's necessarily a masculine energy. It's actually masculine and feminine. It's just that heavy frequency. A soul can get used to it and see what it can do with it. Of course, eventually, when you get over your head, being a reptilian being, is what it's because reptilian beings can get themselves into a lot of trouble here. And they don't like their energy being tapped into. Of course not, because you can see it sometimes their agendas. And there's a lot of reptilian soldiers throughout the cities, throughout the world. They watch a great deal. They're just standing there. They're just watching society like guards. Now, do they have much of a life? Not really, and they know that. But they feel like this world is not ready for the universe. So it's not just reptilians, but also there's an Orion presence here to keep this world shut down. But the reptilian presence here is just reptilians can't get along with humans, basically. So they're part of the lockdown. It doesn't mean it was a good thing or smart or whatever it might be, because once again, alien beings have a lot of issues also. It's not just humans, as some of you know. So, but the radical energies of your world was, going to be shut down no matter what. You say the reptilians volunteered, let's put it that way. There's always someone here to, you'll always find somebody here to shut down a world like this, at least from the universe until you get your act together. Now, some of you are connecting more astrally, but not always taking it seriously. And of course, you have to live the physical realms, but it doesn't mean you have to like the spirit realms, the astral realms, the alien realms, because they're still learning also, and some of you know that. And there's people who are worshiping the aliens, and some of you are looking at the aliens like they can't even get their act together. I mean, humans can't get their act together either. Aliens, some of them are much worse, actually. Doesn't mean they're fighting each other. It just can't seem to get organized and just get their message straight. Because they go through manipulations also. So, of course, you're connected to the spirit realms. As a physical being, it's difficult to see the spirit realms, as you can see. You're not exactly designed to see it clearly. Now, you can't open up more of your temple. As many of you are doing now, but still not clear. Well, because there are beings that don't want you to know. They're making it difficult. They want to just make things as difficult as possible. That's what they're here for. Well, eventually they have to let up, especially if you have good intentions. Because sometimes when they suppress you, they know your intentions aren't great. But if your intentions are good, they do eventually give it a break. Yeah, it's the amount, the energy, the beings that are here are challenging your society. It's like a whole nother society. Yes, they're non-physical beings. I won't necessarily call them teachers, but there's different courses. There's trickster realms, it's the reptilian realms, the Pleiadian realms, and of course there's positive and not so positive. Let's put it that way. But there's always going to be that dynamic, no matter what. Some of you might say there is no negative or positive, both the same. But still there is a lot of selfishness out there, especially in the alien realms. Well, the alien realms can't always get their act together. connecting with you. They get confused. They can connect to your energy. Like everything's pure light, and they connect to humans' energy, get channeled, then they're lost. They can pull in some of your frequency and then theirs. They have to be careful. Not all of them are that careful. So if you think you're being held by aliens, like they're just as confused as you are, just on a different level. But shapeshifting frequencies, I mean, those that, just your regular people that shapeshift, of course, they don't do it usually publicly. Yeah, just to be themselves, just to let down their guard and just be, a nice lizard being. Just feel, well, it's kind of like they come, it's nothing like being on a human world and letting your scales show. Of course, on a public level, you obviously have not come to that level. Well, because you're still understanding the human experience. The human experience isn't finished yet. So you're not going to have any alien beings appearing, reptilians jumping in a pool or anything like that, at least on a green reptilian beings anytime soon. Because your world is designed for the human experience on all levels. It's not done. As you can see, there's so much confusion out there right now. Doesn't mean you have to clear it all. But just leave the energy with you, let you decide on your own. Yes, healing the ego. Well, being a spiritual awakened being takes a lot of responsibility that many are not taking. Some are just taking the easy way. And we see that. Well, we have it on our end too. It's not just your world. Yeah, don't think your world has the only problems. Don't think that way. I mean, yes, maybe fourth dimensional beings. There's plenty of worlds that have similar issues. Can't get their peace together. And your world, there is a version of, well, obviously you have chaotic beings here that just love chaos. They're obsessed with it. It's like they want to play in the mud all the time. And, eventually they get tired, but waiting for them to get tired takes a long time, as you can see. So, blessings.